Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Rayanam Namaskritcham Naram Chaivam Gautamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tatujayam Uderya Nasta Presho Bhadesho Nicham Bhagavate Sevaya Bhagavate Yotamas Doki Bhatter Bhagavate Sisi. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Part 2, Chapter 20, number 18. Okay. The rainy season and autumn.
10:20.
Please repeat after me. Danor,
Danor,
Biyati, Mahindram, Nirgunam,
Cha, Gunini,
Abat,
Vyakti,
Guna Byatikari, Gunaban, Purusho, Yatha, Danor Biyati Mahindram, Nirgunam Cha, Gunin Yabat, Vyakti Guna Byatikari, Gunaban Puruso Yatha, Danor Biyati Mahindram, Nirgunam Cha, Gunin Yabat, Vyakti Guna Byatikari, Gunaban Puruso Yatha, Danor Biyati Mahindram, Nirgunam Cha, Gunin Yabat, Vyakti Guna Byatikari, Gunaban Puruso Yatha,
Danor Biyati Mahindram, Nirgunam Cha Gunin Yabat, Vyakti Guna Byatikari, Gunaban Puruso Yatha, Danor Biyati Mahindram, Nirgunam Cha Gunin Yabat, Vyakti Guna Byatikari, Gunaban Puruso Yatha,
Danuhu, Dibo, Rainbow, Biyati, within the sky, Mahindram, of Lord Indra, Nirgunam, without qualities, or without a bowstring, Cha, although, Gunini, within the sky, which has definite qualities like sound, Abat, appeared,
Vyakti,
within the manifest material nature, Guna Byatikari, which consists of the interactions of material qualities, interaction of material qualities. Aguna, agunaban, he who has no contact with material qualities.
He who has no contact with material qualities.
Purusaha, the Supreme Personality.
Yata,
Just as. Translation and purport by his binders of the Bhagavatam songs from Founder Church, the Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
When the curved bow of Indra, the rainbow, appeared in the sky. When the curved bow of Indra, the rainbow, appeared in the sky, which had the quality of thundering sound. It was unlike ordinary bows, because it did not rest upon a string. Similarly, when the Supreme Lord appears in this world, which is the interaction of the material qualities, he is unlike ordinary persons because he remains free from all material qualities and independent of all material conditions. May you recite the translation together, please?
When the curved bow of Indra, the rainbow appeared in the sky, which had the quality of thundering sound. It was unlike ordinary bows, because it rest upon the string. Similarly, when the Supreme Lord appears in this world, which is the interaction of the qualities, he is unlike ordinary persons, because he remains free from all material qualities. Independent all material condition.
Purport. The Prabhupada comments as follows. Sometimes, in addition to the roaring thunder of the clouds, there is an appearance of a rainbow. Which stands as a bow without a string. Usually, a bow stays in the curved position because it is tied as its two ends by the bowstring. But in the rainbow, there is no such string, and yet it rests in the sky, so beautiful. Similarly, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead descends to this material world, he appears as like an ordinary human being, but he is not resting on any material condition. The Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that he appears with his internal potency, which is free from the bondage of the external potency. What is bondage for the ordinary creature? It's freedom for the personality of God. Omagana Timiranda siya, ginangina sulataya satso, Tasmay Shri Guru. Sri Chaitanya Manobisan, Sakitami Nabotali, Swayam Rupa Kadama, Vedati Swapadan, Bandihang Shri Guru, Sri Utapadakamalan, Sri Guru Vaishnava. Hero Pam Sigrajatam Sagana, Vivatam Tam Devam, Padvaitam Svaditam Pradana, Krishna Putam Devam, Radha Krishna Padan Sagana, Lalita, Namaste Girajaya, Suvardana, Bancha Kalpatrubhya Shat, Siddhya Evacha, Patitanam Pabali, Vaishnavi, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Welcome to Srimad Bhagavatam class. So our subject matter for today, as what Srila Prabhupada, as we have read, tells about the significance of Krishna's appearance in this world and our appearance in this world. So there is a big difference between Krishna's appearance in this world and our appearance in this world. So we try to first discuss about how we come to this material world. Of course, in the beginning, we misuse our mind of independence. then we are allowed to come to this material world. When the living entity comes to this material world, it is covered by subtle material energy and gross material body, as well as he is influenced by the three modes of material nature: goodness, passion, and ignorance. These are the material qualities governing, influencing the living entity who are in the material world. But there are two types of living entities: the eternally liberated and eternally conditioned. So whereas we are conditioned souls by the mercy of the spiritual master, which is liberated souls coming from the line of disciplic succession, giving us the mercy of transcendental knowledge so that we can realize our foundation nature and come to the stage of performing devotional service. So these are by the mercy of the acharyas or the gurus who are in the line of disciplic succession, such as Bhaktivedanta Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and our present spiritual masters who are guiding us by religious principles or give us the realization that they have get from the practice of devotional service or from the sastra. So the conditioned soul is they are serving this the material qualities which is they have within themselves, just like lust, anger, greed. So the conditioned soul are serving these pictures, material qualities. We are servant of these subtle qualities. Lust means it doesn't only pertain to the sex life. Lust desire means you want to enjoy the material resources independently without Krishna. We are positioning ourselves as an enjoyer. So we want to become a competitor with Krishna as an enjoyer with the material resources, money, land, material facilities. So we want to enjoy that independently without Krishna. So it's only by the mercy of Krishna and the spiritual master that we get Krishna Bhakti. What's that verse? Eropi Brahmanda Brahmiti Kuna Bhagavan Jiv. Fortunate self, Bhagavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Prasad. Prasad means mercy. Guru and Krishna's Prasad. Pai Bhaktala Tabija. We get the sense of devotional service by the combined mercy of Guru and Krishna. Eropi Brahmanda. Means we've been in this material world for so many lifetimes. Brahmanda means universe. Eropi, Brahmanda, Kuna, Bhagavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Prasad, Pai Bhakti Lata Vidya. This all we are wandering in this material universe due to our material desires and material consciousness and attachment in this world. So by the process of Krishna consciousness, we need to purify this tendency. Purify. Because we are sitting within this body. So in due course of time, we must become a witness. This person is also witnessing our desires and consciousness. But also we have to be witness also of our desire within. And also the working of our mind. What was there in my mind? Is this favorable to my advancement in Krishna consciousness? So sometimes we have to be more subtle that we see the pictures of our mind. Sometimes because we are very conditioned, we cannot figure out, we cannot see what was my desire. Is my desire running to the lotus feet of Krishna? Or my desire is running towards material energy and enjoying fruitive results and sense gratification? Because human form of life is a chance given to us to prepare ourselves to escape from the cycle of samsara, birth and death. That is our main business in a human form of life. And this type of knowledge cannot be assimilated in the university, so-called university education, or you have a bachelor's degree or PhD like this. This is a different potency of knowledge. This is coming from Krishna himself, given to parampara. Ibang parampara praptam, imam rajar sayo biduhu. Sakali mahata, yuga na sa parampara. It was there in the Bhagavad Gita. This science was received through the chain of disciplic succession. And the saintly kings understood it in that way. It means, in the bygone ages, the Vedic culture, the prajas or the citizens, they are governed by the saintly king. And the saintly king was well advised by the Brahmins or by the Brahmins. And he was engaged in, of course, taxation also, and the performance of sacrifice or yagna. So that's being collected by the kings from the citizens is being used by the king and brahmanas to perform sacrifice for the satisfaction of Krishna. Because Krishna is Jagadananda. And the main sacrifice for self-realization in this case of Kali Yuga is chanting of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. On the potency of Krishna, and Krishna himself is the Holy Name. He invested all his potency within the Holy Name. Nam Sitani Krishna, Chaitanya Ras Vigraha, Punaha Suno, Nichamuktu, Abilakban, Namanadu. Yes, right. Iba sa ito also by my Guru Maharaj when I was in Braj. He said, at least you try to memorize this verse. Nam Sitani Krishna, Chaitanya Ras Vigraha. The Holy Name of Krishna is transcendentally blissful. So, in the material world, we are full of anxiety. Because future, we cannot see the future because we are not liberated souls. We have always an anxiety about the what will be my status in the future. Like this. But if you are practicing devotees of Krishna, your future is very bright. As long we have faith and conviction that this process will work out. Of course, we have to practice to realize just like chanting, if you want to realize the effect of chanting, you have to chant. We have to chant. We have to hear the Holy Names of Krishna, especially morning time, Brahma Muhurta, or at least morning time. If you are not able to attend the temple program, at least after waking up or taking our bath, then we have to hold our beds and we have to chant and we have to hear the Holy Name. Because our Krishna consciousness is in a dormant state, is in a sleeping condition. So if you are sleeping, if you are in a slumber, we have to be awakened by sound vibration. And this Holy Name, this potency, it has the potency to awaken our Krishna consciousness. And sometimes we have experienced sometimes due to the potency of the Holy Name, bring us to certain dimension or condition that you will not feel the effects of the material energy while you are associating with the Holy Name of Krishna. Sometimes Krishna makes us realize that kind of sangha or association. It's not that we have to always go to the Holy Land and have this kind of feelings. Chanting the Holy Name is directly associated with Krishna. There's a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita Kali Kali Nam Rupi Krishna Avatar Nam Hai Tihai Sarva Jagat Nistar. So this is the nice thing if you are trying to memorize verses. You can retain it within your system. And then Krishna allows, if you want to remember, it's not our personal capabilities that we can retain or we can remember things. It is by the help of the Super Soul of Paramatma. That's why in Krishna consciousness we have nothing to be proud of. It's a mercy principle of our Guru, and Prabhupada and Krishna, that we are able to adapt the process sa practicing devotee. So that is the the living into this birth in this material world was being influenced by that. But when Krishna appeared in this world, he is independent from these material qualities due to his potency. Anytime or anywhere he can appear himself in any forms he chooses according to a certain specific works that he is going to exhibit in this material world. Just like Barahadev, so that particular pastimes, the earth was being thrown by the demon. Who is that, Prabhu? Hiranyaksha. Honestly, I didn't read much more on something did you worship by the association move. Pandit, I try to read. Sometimes you become complacent in reading, especially I have read that already in the past. That's not good. We have to read all this in order to strengthen our intelligence. Because the intelligence, Sanskrit intelligence, will guide the mind and the senses how to engage them. But the thing is that we need the association with Krishna. We need the association with Krishna. Otherwise, we cannot free ourselves from the influence of the material energy without the association with Krishna. And the pictures of material energy, people think that they are okay. I'm working, I'm eating, I'm with my wife, I'm with my properties. This is life. I want to enjoy this life. But the thing is that where are you going to go after this lifetime? What will be the status of your soul? So that is very clear for them. Karmic laws govern the material world. Whatever consciousness and desires you have, that will be facilitated by the material energy. Because we are witnessed by the super soul, our desires, activities, and consciousness. Witnessed by the super soul, paramata within the heart. So, we must have spiritual desires. Sometimes this Jayadvaita Maharaj was being asked by one of his audience, I think it's a devotee. Why is that, Maharaj? Sometimes we see devotees suffers. Then Maharaj quoted the verse, was that Katoli Kampam Susamik Samana Buddha. Verse talks about the given situation. It is the suffering of the practicing devotees is a token mercy. Ibig sabihin, hindi lahat ng karma nakuha niya. Token mercy lang, baka ilang percentage na nakuha mo. So that Maharaj said that was tailored by Krishna for the devotees to be more independent. What I mean to be more dependent on Krishna. Because when you see you are always happy in this material world, then with material opulence or sense gratification, there's a verse in Bhagavad Gita that in those minds who are so much absorbed in sense gratification and material opulence, the resolute determination of devotional service doesn't take place. If our mind is diverted, focused on material opulence or sense gratification, then your consciousness is diverted. And also, not only diverted, you will lose your taste in chanting Hare Krishna Mahamanta. It's not that I try to break the principles and engage in sense gratification, but I have some what is this? Realization of the devotees, practicing devotees to break the principles. Sabi niya, you will lose your taste in chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. You engage in simple activities. JBTU, Mukti Pariwasa. Ito ni Kampang, susunod sa mga budget ka, ba't magpatang dito. Tidbag, bapurdir, bidadan, namaste. JBTU, Mukti Pariwasa, Dayaba. So, even though he was suffering in this material world, but the practicing devotee is still continuing his faith, and we are prayerful in mood that he wants more to be take shelter in Prabhupada and Krishna and gain their mercy in a prayerful mood. So that should be our mood. That's part of the duality material existence. Prarabdha palampakam, utang bijang palumukan. Ramina iba praliyati Vishnu Bhakta Ratatmana. So, Vishnu Bhakta Ratatmana. Aprarabdha means Aprarabdha palampakam. Papa means simple activities. It means we accrue something, seeds of simple activities. Sometimes manifest simple activities we suffer. And manifest simple activities or in a hidden stage. So when we perform simple activities in this world, sometimes we are not reaping the reaction immediately. Sometimes in a hidden form, in a seed form. But in due course of time, it manifests into dualities. Sometimes we suffer by mind, of course by other living entities, or natural catastrophe. Or just like the pandemic, it's a collective karma imposed by the material nature or other living entities. Global collective karma of the living entities. Somebody dies in pandemic, you see. So these are collective karma imposed by the living entity or the material nature. And you might be questioned why God's allowed this pandemic. So there's a good reason. Sometimes you cannot accept because we don't see our past misdeeds. So sometimes we cannot accept a certain situation, a present situation in our life. Okay, I will go to one side why Krishna comes to this world. First to as the we should speculate as the Bhagavatam said, Paratraya Sadhuna Pandit Paratraya Sadhuna Vinasaya Sadhushkita Dharma Samsthapanartaya Sambhavam Bhuti. That's two verses now. Here, in order to deliver the pious in order to deliver the pious holy miscreants, as well as to establish religious principles and display His pastime. That's why God appears in this world, to display His pastimes or leelas. So in Vrindavan, we can associate with Dinabandhu Prabhu, we can get many leelas or lectures about Krishna and Balaram. Maybe in the future, we should aspire to be in that road show, road parikram, that we travel with the groups of international devotees and hear the pastime of Krishna how come to Vrindavan. Because there's so many pastimes. It's Dwarka Leela pastimes, Vrindavan pastimes, like this. Yeah, because we need to hear in order to purify our heart. Srimad Sokata Krishna, Punya Sravana Kirtana, Vidi Antahastu Abhadrani Viduruti Sulchita. And this pastime, sharing the pastime of Krishna, purifies our heart. Because our heart discovered our love for Krishna and feelings and relationship with Krishna is already there in everyone's heart. And Divira Swarupahaya Krishna and Nitya Siddha Krishna Prima Sadhya Kabuna Shravanadi So that city carry pure love with Krishna is in everyone's heart. That is the position of believing. Normal position of believing the soul is the love of Krishna. But because you have multiple birds in the material world, in different species, different planets and universes, this love for Krishna relation is covered over. So we need to be awakened by association with devotees, sastra, like this, to awaken our at least propensity to serve. We see that 90% of our advancement is chanting. Yeah. We should very particular, very careful in our association with Krishna. So be very careful and try our best to chant the heard volumes of Krishna every day. And that purifies our consciousness and heart and make us a devotee someday by Prabhupada and Krishna's grace. So it's already 9 o'clock. If some of you want to share something or some questions, you can help us out. Hare Krishna. Since inaano ko lang yung nakalawang na eh.
All good.
Ayos po.
Prabhu, I understand na hindi mo na explain ng story yung about sa Earth and then hindi naman na demon sa Earth. Gusto ko malaman yung story kahit ano lang siya big lang. Pwede may share sa atin dito ng story na yun. So, nabanggit mo nabanggit mo Prabhu December yung big ng
Hiranyaksa.
Hiranyaksa story.
Aris, do you want to share about it? Hiranyaksa and Hiranyaksa.
Older brother of Hiranyakashipu.
Older brother siya.
Si Hiranyakashipu was still alive.
Nourishing the day.
The older brother Hiranyaksha was still alive.
Oh yeah.
Expansion naman ni Krishna.
In a form of
Bhagavatam.
Bapig. Yung may Prabhu yung nasa yung iba pa yung libo yung earth.
Yes, kasi nilaglag yung earth sa ocean. Yung sa ilalim, nirescue yung Krishna in the form of
In a form of
Patuloy niya sa dust.
I remember that story, Prabhu. I remember. Nakwenta mo sa akin. Sa kukulekta.
Si Hiranyaksha, wala siyang makalaban. Ang gano'n siya. Then, solid demon na yun. Wala siyang makalaban. Pero, tinapatan siya ni Krishna. And that's where it ends.
Tapos, nabanggit niyo, Prabhu, di ba yung advancement sa Krishna's consciousness, 90% is the chanting. Di ba? Tapos, may gusto akong i-share sa'yo, gusto kong i-encourage nyo na mag-chant kayo. Kasi sabi ni Prabhu, 90%. Ngayon, may story din sa Srimad Bhagavatam, hindi ko na matandaan eh. Yung elephant siya, sa past life niya, ano siya, tao. Sino na yun? Oo, si Jagadananda. Naging elephant siya. Ngayon, dito sa material world, pumunta siya dun sa pond. Eh, wala naman siyang ability ng elephant na mag-chant na. Inattack siya ng crocodile. Ngayon, ang ginawa niya, hindi na siya makapag-chant sa alanganin na posisyon. Ang kinuha niya yung flower, in-offer niya kay Lord Krishna, di ba? Ang dumating si Lord Vishnu para sagitin siya. So, ganun katindi ang chanting ng Hare Krishna.
Yung Prabhu yung nakasakay siya, si Lord Vishnu kay Garuda.
Elepante na, hindi na tao.
Oo.
To speak of humans, like,
Di ba? Kaya,
Elephant is a dull creature person. Memory. But still,
Prabhu, bakit siya ba siya nag-medipan?
may pastime yun.
may pastime.
May nagagayat rin na sage. Tapos
Tao siya dati.
may nagagayat rin na sage. Tapos hinila niya sa tubig yun sa river. Hinila niya yung pa. Para
Kaya-
kinur siya.
Oo.
Ang maging dull elephant.
Kaya,
Ano pa rin na share? Si Krishna, he have this sportive nature also. He have so many qualities. So, hindi niya naman ma-exhibit yung sportive pastime niya sa Gulka or something like that. Kaya nag-choose siya ng yung fighting propensity niya. Hindi niya ma-exhibit sa kwan. Kaya dito sa material world,
Walang kalaban.
wala siyang kalaban, pero devotee. So nagpili siya ng devotee niya rin na makakalaban niya sa pastime. Pero dito sa material world, ma-exhibit yung lilas or pastime. For us also, our ability also to hear and to glorify it. So for our ability also.
Yung bodyguard niya yung kalaban niya. Mga guard niya.
And this is done by his internal potency. The exhibition of Krishna's appearance in this material world is purely spiritual. Janma karma chami divyam. Divyam means fancy and spiritual. Is karma, activities and birth. Janma karma chami divyam. Ibang takbay na fular. Yeah. And Paul's it is being said, only Paul's bajalan imam mudha manusuk ka naman asyik. Parang bawang ajaran imam. Paul's derides me when I listen to this material world, when it comes to this material world, because they don't understand this spiritual nature. They think that Krishna is ordinary living entity like us. Like I try to explain how the living entity comes in this world and condition. It's not like that. And Krishna's personality is also covered by Yoga Maya. I cannot understand. Yoga Maya is internal energy. Naham Prakasa Sarvasya, Yoga Maya Samabhita. That's it. It's covered by his spiritual rays or energy. That's why it cannot be understood by ordinary living. Okay, Prabhu, Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Prabhupada, Jai.
Jai.
Bigyan ng Pandit Jaski.
Jagadananda. Haribol.